How's it going, everyone? We're back again with another Traders to Gamers video. This is episode 10. We are a little bit off schedule here, but that was due to a bunch of other BSC news and DeFi Direct events going on during the day. So I'm going to jump right into the game here. Unfortunately, I was struggling with my other monitor. That's why I'm a few minutes late here, but my other monitor, both of my HDMI cables that I'm having as spares weren't working out. So fortunately, no music today. Won't be the end of the world. I do know that we are a bit behind on this new Block Brawler season. So there's a lot we need to get into. So I'm just going to jump right into it. I'm hoping to maybe see some new names in the stream today since we are doing a bit of a different time here. And for anyone who doesn't know, we are now right into the first season of Block Brawler. And I'm just going to go ahead and go through all the little tedious things, picking up my gear I've mined, picking up the items I've mined, smelting down the gear, so on and so forth. Sort of the same grind that's been going on all series. Awesome. And how's everyone doing? Anybody in chat tonight with us joining in? I know it might be a little bit slow without any music, so I am going to throw on this Block Brawler music. Not to say, oh, you guys can't even hear that either, now that I think of it. So unfortunate for you guys, but I will definitely try to get that sorted by tomorrow morning. Again, just melting down all this gear here. None of the gear really matters until you're level 60 plus, depending on what battlefield you're looking to battle in. If you're looking to go all the way to level 99, level 60 gear isn't useful. But if you're looking to just sort of grind the leaderboard in the last or in the first dungeon here, I think it's called the Ice Desert. If you're just trying to climb the Ice Desert, level 60 is when you really want to start paying attention to your gear. So again, just going to melt the remainder of these down. Doesn't really matter yet. Skills, I do have some skill points. I also think I get 2 free skill resets. So I'm just going to go all in on the skills I have here. Excuse me. For those who haven't been following the series, the skills seem to be one of the most important things. There's so many different skills, and figuring out precisely which ones are the best for your build can be a little difficult. I do have this set up here: heavy strike, a couple gunfire crocodiles, 2 reverse shields. One is through a mercenary, one is via just a normal heal, and then also have this devout lightning strike ability, which kind of just provides a frontline mercenary to soak up some damage for me. So that's the current build I'm running with. Hopefully it's a little bit better than last season's for those of you who kept up with that. And there's no really better way to find out than just jumping in. I did see that someone mentioned that someone was using the blue slam ability. And yeah, this heavy strike ability is actually not the one I want. Notice how it says attack damage to the attacking enemy. That's definitely not what I want here. I want attack damage to the enemy with the highest attack. So I'm going to pick this up and just start maxing this out a bit. We'll go to, there we are, level 8. And then I'm going to go ahead and upgrade this gunfire crocodile as well. A little bit of my reverse shield. Nice. Getting near the end of our skill points here. I'm just going to throw the rest all in on this gunfire slam ability, and we'll be able to jump into the battle here in 1 second. Awesome. I think that is all good for us for now. Let's just jump right into the battles and we'll start knocking these out. You guys may not be getting music on your end, unfortunately, but that does mean on my end over here, I will be able to finally play some non-DMCA music. So I'm not quite losing out. Sorry about on your guys' end. Maybe you want to throw on some of your own music while we're going into these battles. How's everyone doing? I do see there are a couple people tuned into the stream. I'm curious, are any of you guys actively playing any of the MoBox games? If so, how's that experience been so far? Awesome. Picked up another win. I'm actually going ahead here and resending out this tweet that we are live. So give me 1 second here. Another thing I've started doing in this series is the gameplay can get a bit tedious. So I just go off on Twitter, do some of my own scrolling. And if I see anything cool, um, then I go ahead and sorry guys, 1 second. I just go ahead and bring that up for you and we can have some discussion because that's always fun. Awesome. Picked up another win. Again, we're so early in the season. These are just nearly free wins. The main reason of doing these is to get our daily tasks knocked out of the way. Looks like we're going to pick up another easy win here. So nothing new, nothing new. Hanging on by a sliver of health there. We should be able to. Hopefully, we don't lose here. That'd be a bit embarrassing. And we do lose that. So there you saw it. We go down. Not an issue at all, though. We're just going to jump right into the next battle. So I am doing a little bit of research on my own here, and I'm going to try to figure out what sort of the optimal builds are. That seems to be what's really holding me back and a lot of beginner players. What items, abilities, suit sets should we really be grinding towards? Um, and that's really something I'm looking to figure out. For those who aren't keeping up with the series, I did go ahead and invest about $250 last season, and we came out with no gains. So definitely doing something a bit wrong there, considering there were over $70,000 in MoBox rewards paid out. I think it's possible for us to get at least a little bit bigger of a share than we did this last season. So just getting into it, I will say we're starting off a little bit behind, and I will be away for the weekend. So we are going to have our fair share of catching up to do, but I don't think it'll be the end of the world. How's it going, Eham or Iham? Yeah, the game is actually pretty fun. I've been playing for over 10 days now. I think this is my ninth or 10th day. And I've been having a blast playing it. There's lots of little unique aspects in grinding that you can do. Um, and overall, working towards the goal of getting on the leaderboard and earning some rewards in MBox. It's definitely a fun game. Glad you're tuning in here and joining me for this. I will say the stream is a little bit more quiet than usual because I couldn't get my second monitor set up. So, no music, unfortunately, but typically we got just some nice light background music going through these battles here. And then I'll also be scrolling through Twitter and pull up any cool market updates I see. Just jumping right into the next battle here. And what we're looking to do today is just knock out those first 20 battles of the day so we can get all of the daily tasks. And then from there, we'll kind of reevaluate where we're at, maybe hop into some dungeons, and then start to close out the stream, depending what things look like. I'm curious, is anyone in the chat currently playing any play to earn games, or just checking it out, getting a feel for the space? I will say before this series, I had no experience with play to earn. So this is kind of my first run through. And it's definitely interesting. I will say I did put a decent amount of time into last season just to come up short, but I learned a ton throughout the process. If you can see here, one of his abilities is this Rhino Mage here that gives him a reverse heal. We have the same ability. And I found to be that's one of the strongest. What it does is for a brief 3-second period, it takes all incoming damage and converts it to a heal. So you're seeing it, it just happened right there for myself. And it's incredibly powerful. It really turns fights around. So that's definitely one of the skills I think are worthwhile picking up. Nice. Looks like we're getting healed up back to half health here. Should be able to win this battle. Curious here just to steer the topic a little bit. Anyone in chat have any opinions on the recent SHIB rally? What they think about Coinbase listing SHIB? Any SHIB holders? I almost picked some up, but I mean, that's the story of every crypto trader, right? You almost picked up the token that 10x. How's it going, top 10? Good morning to you. It's actually sun is going down the evening over here on the West Coast. Glad you're able to join me here for this MoBox session. And we're just jumping right into the new season. We're not really focusing too much on winning battles or climbing the leaderboard. We're really just focused on grinding our way up, getting our levels to where we need to be, and focusing on leveling up the right skills. But yeah, nice to have you in here, top 10. Also, if it just looks like I'm off screen here, I am just scrolling through Twitter on the side. If I see anything worthwhile that catches my eye, I'll be sure to pull it up and we can have some discussion on that. And then for those of you who are paying attention to the battles, we are having a small bit of difficulties in the battlefield, but not really too worried yet. I am kind of just more focused on getting our level where we need to be. And definitely on my own time, I want to do some more research and try to figure out what the best build is. I think the abilities I have here are a really good start, but I'm sure there's maybe one or two skills that I'm not optimizing for the best one here. And we do lose that battle. Not worried at all. Main thing today is just getting through the 20 battles to maximize the amount of gold and skill points we're getting. Teague, how's it going, man? I'm not holding any Samo because I am down bad. I don't have any dog coins at all, but it is what it is. It's pretty interesting. Are you holding Samo? Odds are you're probably not. Yeah, I figured you weren't holding any. The dog coins really caught me by surprise, but it in retrospect, I mean, always in retrospect, it was such an easy trade, right? Like you had the Bitcoin trade. Of course, the sort of DeFi counterpart wasn't going to lag it forever. I mean, I remember opening that chart numerous times in the past 2 months and just looking at it, I'm like, I should really pick up a shit bag. Of course I didn't, but that's just part of the game. It's not the end of the world. There'll be plenty more 1020x's left in the space. And yeah, Eham, the heal skill is very overpowered. I'm not 100% sure which one the best is entirely, but I do know the reverse shield is incredible for just like fights that you really would have thought you like were over and you lost, they'll get completely turned around. You can't sleep on the dog meme coins, T. The dog meme coins are always a positive expected value bet. It's literally a bet on retail, and you don't bet against retail in crypto, or at least that's what I'm learning. And then top 10, I see you're asking for the secret code there. I'll go ahead and throw up the banner here on the bottom. You should see the secret code running across the bottom there. Really appreciate if you go ahead and subscribe to the channel as well while you're at it. It really helps us to keep putting out this content. And it should only get better from here, especially if we're seeing support from you guys, the community, and you're actually enjoying watching these things. I don't know if ShibX is ever going to pump. I can tell you all dog coins are not created equal. Um, so some you may get your 100x gains, others you may not. I will say I'm not up to par on the dog coin game, but it could be a good rotation. I think a lot of them are already happening, right? Samo's up a few multiples in the past couple days. Sure, you can find something that is maybe lagging, but may not be the best bet. But I also don't think it's a bad one, right? Ken, nice to see you jump in here, man. Hope you are enjoying the stream. We're just grinding some Block Brawler leaderboard. The new season just got started up on Monday. We are a bit behind, but just grinding it out, catching up. So should be good. Glad you're in here enjoying the time with us. Something that I do think is pretty interesting today, which was a significant headline, is Cream saw another exploit. This is maybe the fourth or fifth exploit Cream has experienced. Today, their V1 lending markets were exploited. I'm not 100% sure what the other smart contracts were, but looking here at their official release, the V1 contract was exploited for about $130 million. And it's really rough for Cream. I mean, they've been building here on Binance Smart Chain since the beginning, and kind of one of the early players on Ethereum, actually a platform I got started on with DeFi. But seeing something like this, multiple hacks, it is a bit concerning. I also am a believer to a certain extent that hacks do make protocols stronger. There's a certain point, though, where it could be a red flag. And I think Cream may be getting towards that threshold. But yeah, definitely interesting piece of news. Yeah, Ken, I think play to earn is really sweet for that. It's really, we're early in the space, right? That's what this is telling us. We're seeing games. You're saying Ninja Saga, this reminds you of. I just want to look it up here. Not sure if I'm quite familiar with that. But yeah, we're seeing a lot of games that um, maybe we would have played like 5 years ago, a little bit back. Obviously, the game mechanics, the graphics are a little bit better, but the actual sort of metas in these games and how you go about picking your abilities, there's something really nostalgic about it, especially because you're not only just climbing the leaderboard to climb the leaderboard. This time around, you're playing for rewards, and they can get pretty significant if you are grinding. So definitely fun stuff. Yeah, and looking at Ninja Saga, I see definitely the similarities there. You have your sort of heroes, items and gears, and then skills as well. So definitely can see some inspiration from there. Look at that reverse heal into a combo. We just slid out a win there, so that's pretty cool. I did just find a new cool snippet that I'm not remembering his name. It was zero something. I think top zero. No, it wasn't top zero, but zero something was in the stream yesterday talking about he actually found a screenshot of one of the leaderboard's players' skills. So I'm gonna pull them up once we lose this battle here. Maybe we can do a little bit of digging. Yeah, man, Ken, I 100% agree. I think GameFi has an immense amount of upside from here. I also think that you people need to have a realistic time frame for these sorts of things. I think in the next couple quarters, GameFi is going to see insane growth. But I also don't believe that nearly all of these play to earn games that are more or less mobile games are $1 billion to multiple $100 million valuations. So I think there is going to be a fine line here where people who are wrapped up in these things for the short term may not all come out on top. But I think overall, where this sector is heading, the sort of intersection between gaming and crypto is massive. It's here to stay. But I think making the right bets and having a long-term conviction on this is going to make you way more successful than anyone who is looking for a quick flip in the sector. Not to say you can't do both, but typically what we see in crypto is people who stick it out for the long run and tend to just stick towards the quality projects end up outperforming the people who are in it for the quick flips by multiples. And this is this is common throughout all of crypto. I mean, just look at any Bitcoin chart. Anyone who's ever sold is not in the best place. And let me pull up this little screenshot. It's not too much info, but what we can see here is they do have this purple gunfire crocodile. They're running 2 of these reverse shield heals, it looks like. And then some other abilities that I'd have to jump in and check them out. So I'm actually curious to do that after this battle. We are going to lose this battle. Not the end of the world at all. And we'll just jump right in. I'm curious. I do have hero changes that I got from last season from this pass. But I'm curious if I lose my level. I'm scared to do this because I may lose my level. Can I even back out? All right, guys, I'm just going to take a big risk here because why not? I'm going to go off this top leaderboard player who was playing the Templar Monk. I also saw he had some strength last season. We're going to jump in. Awesome. It did not reset my level. And what I'm going to do is I'm just going to copy this guy's build. He had 5,889 trophies last season. This was much higher than I ranked, so I don't see a reason to not just jump in and copy this build. And I think we could see some nice success here. So what I'm also going to do is go ahead and reset these skills. Just go straight for it. Pick what's working, right? So he's using this green and this yellow heal, which, if I'm not mistaken, are both reverse shields. Let's see. So yep, so this is a reverse shield. Going to pick that one up. Also going to pick up this reverse shield. Going to jump back in. He's using this blue slam ability, it looks like. As well as the purple gunfire crocodile. Let's see. Just bear with me, guys. Trying to get the best meta abilities here. He's using the slam. Going to go ahead and pick that up. And then the last 3 are going to be 3 different mercenaries. And yeah, Ken, I think Thaden Arena is an interesting project. What I think is good about that, I was actually checking out that this game is, if I'm not mistaken, the developer has came over from and wow, now I'm completely forgetting the name, but it is a play on Clash Royale, I believe, or the other game. Please correct me in chat, Ken. You definitely know much better, but I think what is good about that game is it's taking a system that people are already fairly familiar with and turning it into GameFi and play to earn. I will say this is maybe a game you want to exercise caution of, just in the sense that it is another mobile game. And how many of these can really be played, right? But overall, I think Thedan Arena has a lot of promise, just in the sense that it's coming in at a perfect time. It's seeing support from a ton of other projects in the ecosystem. I think maybe even Smart Chain community. I know we've had coverage on Thedan Arena as well. Yeah, Hero Strike and mobile. I also think it's similar to. It's really at the tip of my tongue. What's this other game? It is. I'm gonna find it. Hold up. Let me find it in my other tab. One second, Ken. Let me finish up what I was doing, and then I will find those answers to you. But yeah, I definitely think that Thedan Arena is another game that will have midterm success. Not 100% sure on the long term, but going into Q1 of next year, I think a lot of Binance Smart Chain GameFi is going to be really hot. So gonna pick up this Gunfire Crocodile here. Also going to pick up this red Mercenary Slam, whatever that is. It's this Totem Ape there. And this Lightning Mercenary. So let me find that guy as well. Looks like it's one of these. It might be Strong Blade Strike. So it looks like what this build is doing. Well, I might have rugged myself. What's going on here? Maybe I'm looking at this wrong. Because he has all 6 of these abilities, but I'm not filling up my 5 and 6 slots. So give me a second. Not quite sure what I've done wrong here, but I definitely scuffed something. That is interesting. I really thought I was onto something with this snippet, but now it seems I might have just been playing myself. Let me do a small experiment here. I'm going to jump into a battle and see what my skill layout looks like. So looking at this, he is fitting all of these abilities somehow. I have no idea what I'm doing wrong. So I'm just going to jump out of this battle and double check here. So this is skill position 1 through 3. We're obviously seeing that. Let me remove all of these guys here. 4 through 6. How's it going, Adebayo? Sorry if I butchered your name there, but just messing around with these abilities right now. I'm trying to figure out what the optimal build is, and having some issues with the way my skills are ordering, despite seeing someone else with a similar build. Let me remove this here and see if I can't jiggle this around. There we go. Now we're on to something. So it looks like these reversal shields can go in any slots. So you just want to make sure that you're setting them in the last slot there. And what I'm going to go ahead and do is just start maxing this slam ability. And I'm going to max these skills in the similar order as this leaderboard player is, right? Why not copy trade or follow what the winning players are doing? So maxing out the slam, only getting the heals to level 7 for some reason, but should be interesting there. I think I can go ahead and get both of those to level 7 as we speak. Yeah, man, I am doing good. Just enjoying this block brawler stream. I've been on a bunch of streams today, but it's nice to wind down and finish up my day with just a little bit of play to earn. Definitely have nothing to complain about there. And just catching up, because I will say we are a little bit behind in the series currently, but nothing a good couple grinds won't let us achieve. Get on here, play for a little bit over an hour tonight, and then also probably just jump on some things off stream to make sure we're staying caught up and the most relevant with everything. Gotcha, Ken. And I think that is something that I wasn't 100% aware of, but the fact that a developer is coming over from an already successful and developed game and adopting crypto, I think that's a great sign of a project who is on the right track, right? They're already good at building games, and adopting crypto is something that isn't the hardest. You just need proper developers and really put some time into it. But it's nice to see sort of a more traditional studio moving into the place, into the space with something like Thaden Arena. Awesome. So we're just going to jump into some battles now. Hopefully, this build provides some. I mean, we'll just check it out, right? There's no way to know if the build is going to do well besides using it. So just dive into some gameplay here, but it is a build of one of the top players last season, so can't be a bad sign. Nice. Looks like we're faring up pretty well. That double reverse shield is really strong. That's something I'm already noticing. So good pickup there. I was having trouble figuring out what sort of the optimal combination of heal skills were, but I think this is a decent setup. Finally going to squeeze out the win here. Eventually. Just need one more skill to land, it looks like. This should be interesting. We're clearly outmatched in this battle. Double our combat score nearly. About the same level skills. So this should be a battle on paper, we lose. So I wouldn't be surprised to see us lose it. Let's see if the reverse shield can't come in clutch. Nope, we're just going to go down quick. Again, not the end of the world. We've already done our 20 battles for the day, so I can now actually claim all of these except smelting a legendary piece of gear, which is stopping me from getting the final daily tasks. So let's see if we can't jump in and make that happen. No luck on the legendary yet. So what I'm gonna do is just jump into some dungeons and let this run through and get the grind going. So for those of you who aren't aware, there are two leaderboards for Block Brawler. There's actually six, but two separate categories: the battlefield and the dungeon. And within those, depending on your hero level, you're competing on one of three different leaderboards. So there's tons of rewards to earn, whether you're playing kind of at the top end, mid end, or bottom end levels. So just a note there for anyone who's just jumping in and hasn't caught up with last season. And again, this is kind of the bit more of the tedious part of the game, right? Just grinding through the dungeons, especially at these lower levels. So I'm going to be scrolling Twitter here on the other tab, and typically I have some music playing, but I will definitely throw some things on the screen here, just looking at interesting things. Actually, while we're here, I think something that will be fun to look at is why not look at a little bit of charts? I think the main chart I just want to look at is the SHIB chart because it's absolutely ridiculous. Check it out, guys. It is dog coin season. SHIB coin is going straight parabolic. And I mean, this is we are in the heart of a bull market, right? You don't see these things elsewhere. Up about 2x in the past 6 days. So seeing an incredible rally. I think its market cap is even coming into parity with Dogecoin. So not 100% sure on that yet, but definitely a crazy rally being seen there off the back of one of the dog coins. Yeah, Alibaba. This game is actually like it's not for everyone. That's definitely one thing. But if you're someone who enjoys grindy games like this and really getting into like min maxing of your gear and your skills, I think this is a great place to start off. I will say you do have to put in a decent amount of initial investment just to ensure that you're earning the optimal amount of rewards. But other than that, I think between $100 and $300 investment with a good build, you can find yourself in the mid to high end of the leaderboard. And we'll take a look at the leaderboard here so you can get an idea of the play to earn rewards. So let's check this out. Let's say you were to land maybe top 10, which it's definitely difficult. Not going to take anything away from that, but landing top 10 on the leaderboard earns you 343 MBox tokens or over $1,000 USD. So that's pretty incredible. Um, and I am attending to you guys, but these are all auto battles. I don't have to do any functions here, which is why the game is a bit tedious, right? I'm just letting my skills automatically cast here, and there's no intervention I could do even if I wanted to. So it is a bit easy for me to hang out and chat around with you guys. So I do appreciate you keeping me company here in chat. I'm scrolling Twitter. I'm not seeing anything too exciting. I'm just seeing massive tweets about dog coins. That seems to be where crypto Twitter's mind is at. And I don't blame anyone. I am a little bit upset I missed out on that move, but it's definitely not the end of the world. There will be, you can't catch every 10, 20x, right? Yeah, so Adebayo, to play this game, there's a couple things you can do. You can get this on mobile. I know if you have an iPhone, the way to do it would be on test flight. If you are looking to do it on iOS, I'd imagine they have that as well. And all you need to do is just jump onto the MoBox platform. It's free to start. You don't need anything to start. But if you really want to progress and have a chance of landing on the leaderboard, you will need to invest in some Momo NFTs, whether that means unboxing them and using them, which can get quite expensive. For a good set of rare NFTs, it's about $4,000 USD. So I've strayed away from that. What I'm doing is spending about $100, $200 a week, which is still a solid sum of money, but it's allowing me to get all the items I need and the constant rewards flowing in. Something I would do personally is test out the game. Don't kind of go all in on it. Test out the game. Watch the past sort of week of live streams. Get an idea of how the game works. I've been streaming this series for 9-10 days now. And if you want to play on mobile, that's where you're going to go. If you want to play on desktop, that's where you're going to go. If you want to play on mobile, you're going to have to browse the MoBox website a little bit and find the mobile download. Let me see if I can't point you in the right direction for that as well. So yeah, actually, if you go to the bottom of this page here, all the way at the bottom of the MoBox page, you'll find all the downloads, whether you want that on Android, iOS, or whatever you're looking to do there. So I hope that helps out. Awesome. We're already into the second dungeon here, just racking up the skill points and the gold. Our first goal here is to get level 69 and then kind of evaluate from there. So I will be live again tomorrow, a bit different time, 3 p.m. UTC. And we're going to hop on, be doing the similar grind. I will say the beginning of the streams are typically the most fun because that's when I'm doing actual gear progression and looking at skills and stuff. Once we get towards the end here, we're just sort of doing the redundant and tedious grinding. Not to say it's not fun. It's just if chat dies down a bit, I can get a little quiet, especially if I'm not finding anything on Twitter. But yeah, overall, glad you guys are in here enjoying the gameplay with me. It looks like there's a couple people who are just finding out about the game. So that's always fun as well to kind of onboard some new people. Also, that's the whole point of this series. I'm taking a risk and trying to put this game in a new person's perspective, and allowing you guys to, in essence, get a a risk-free test. Sorry, I've been up for quite a while now, so my English might be getting a bit delusional. And yeah, for those of you who are in the stream, just maybe followers of BSC News or found us through YouTube, we did have an amazing lineup of events today. I spoke on the Zen Finance Hackathon, which is a leading DeFi platform in Africa. That will be uploaded to our YouTube, currently not on there. But we did do about an hour and a half, 2 hour NFT summit with some of the largest marketplaces and actual NFT players, not so much GameFi, but NFTs. And that was an amazing summit. I'll be posting all of those videos individually here in the coming days. And then also on top of that, we had a really cool guest on Tuesday's stream, I believe. Sammy from the Binance Smart Chain, who focuses on ecosystem development, actually came on for the first day of the season here. Learned a bit about MoBox, but in the beginning of the stream, we just talked about GameFi as a whole. So I think that's a great stream to check out if you're looking to invest in the GameFi sector and just really get started on Binance Smart Chain and understand what the ecosystem stance is on all of these games. And spoiler, it seems pretty bullish, so that's good. Yeah, dude, Ken. Thaden was actually going to be one of our. It was up there on the list to live stream. It just so happened that, of course, the game wasn't out yet, so didn't have the option to do that. But I know we had a couple team members who actually really like how Thaden looks, so potentially that'll be next month's game. If you're not familiar with the series, we're doing a game a month, so that can definitely be something. If it comes out in time, we might be able to jump on that. Awesome, Ken. I will have to check out Mytheria. I have not heard of that yet. There's so many games building, so definitely interesting. I think I'm going to go ahead and do some last little closing outs here. Get some final upgrades on the hero. We are up to level 45. Melt down the remainder of this gear here. And I think I'm going to call this a stream, guys. It seems like it's gotten a bit quiet. Ken Adebayo, sorry for butchering that. Thanks, guys, for joining the stream tonight. I will be live again 3 p.m. UTC tomorrow, and then kind of taking a brief hiatus. I am going on a small vacation this weekend, but I'll be back come Tuesday, ready to hit the series full speed. And there's so much content on Block Brawler specifically and tons of other just Binance Smart Chain things. If you want to sort of catch up and see what I've been doing in the meantime, that's a great way to catch up. And then tomorrow I'll be live. Come Tuesday, I'll be live. And who knows? We're following a build here that landed on the leaderboard last season. So maybe we'll have better luck this time around. Other than that, guys, thank you so much for tuning into this stream. Please subscribe to our YouTube. Hit that notification icon. That's going to be a great way to get sort of the latest updates. We're doing all sorts of live streams. Tomorrow, I have a live stream with a pretty prominent Solana News infrastructure project. Or, no, sorry, confusing that with another live stream. I have a live stream with only one tomorrow, which is a social sort of NFT platform that's doing something really unique on Solana. So not only will I be streaming some Block Brawler, about an hour later, I will be jumping on with a pretty significant project that's building on Solana. So stay tuned for that, guys. Please like this video. And yeah, Ken, I really appreciate you popping in as well, sort of being here to chat with me. And I hope to see you on some of the future live streams. And I hope you enjoy the content we're putting out. Peace out, everyone. I will see you.